Hey, what's up? How's it going? We just saw Superman. Let's do a quick review about it. So Superman 2025, directed by James Gunn. It was a really solid movie, man. There was a lot of really good everything. You know, it was a 5-star movie, man. Out of all the movies that I saw this year, you have Sinners and you have Superman as the two dominant 5-star movies that I've seen this year so far. So let's do that quick review about it. Overall, though, like, I am impressed by James Gunn. Like, as far as, like, you know, becoming a fan of James Gunn, that won me over. Like, I never really gave too much time and energy towards Guardians of the Galaxy, stuff like that. It was more of a, you know, like, I knew his name. I heard about James Gunn a long time ago because he's always been a good writer. Like, he has his name on like Dawn of the Dead and stuff like that. And yeah, just overall a really solid writer. And as far as like directing this goes, like, I had no idea that he was so good at creating a mood and conveying, like, you know, just different emotions throughout the entire fucking thing. Like, it was really great. It was really great. So, like, as far as directing goes, like, James Gunn did a really solid fucking job. And as well as like, I never heard of David Cornsweet. Like, honestly, like, I've never heard of, like, I've seen him in a couple of movies like Twisters or something like that, but I've never really heard of David Cornsweet until this movie. And as far as that goes, like, I've seen a couple like posters of David Cornsweet as Superman. I was like, oh, they finally got an ugly guy to become Superman. And you know, I know a little bit something about being ugly, obviously. And I thought, you know, I was like, hey, they finally got an ugly guy to be Superman, and that kind of like made me feel good, you know, made me feel like I could be Superman. So it was good that they finally got a fucking ugly guy. But it was he was really good, though. That David Cornsweet was really good. I was really impressed, and now I am a fan of David Cornsweet. As far as you know, the Superman movie won me over. Superman 2025 was actually really fucking good. What else? Like, as far as like, Alan Tudyk was the voice of one of the, like, the robots in Superman's Fortress of Solitude. You know, like, that's that dude from A Knight's Tale I believe it's A Knight's Tale or something like that. That one with Heath Ledger and Paul Bettany and all that stuff. He was in that movie, and I thought it was neat that him and Paul Bettany are in that movie. And it, you know, like, his character as Superman's robot kind of reminds me a lot of Jarvis, which is an Iron Man who was played by Paul Bettany. I just kind of thought it was neat that they had that kind of superhero voiceover connection to a certain extent. Different, you know, comic book companies as far as that shit goes. But overall, dude, that was fucking awesome. And the ladies in this film were pretty fucking awesome. And that Rachel Brosnahan as fucking Lois Lane, like, god damn it, she's really hot. She's really hot. Really pale white with like blue eyes and like and she's stacked. Like, you know, she was really fucking great. Like, and like, there was a couple of really like cool like cameos and a couple really like Easter eggy kind of stuff that you'll see throughout the movie and stuff like that. And that shit was really cool. And also, like, as far as, I'm trying not to give anything away. Like, I want to tell you what happens in the movie, but you got to go see it for yourself, and you got to let it, you know, I hope it surprises you. It surprised me. It was really good. But overall, though, it's a really great movie. And Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, I never thought that he was going to do a better job than Gene Hackman. But as far as like Lex Luthor goes, like, you know, I got the haircut. But I mean, like, no, as far as like Lex Luthor and stuff like that goes, like, Nicholas Hoult playing Lex Luthor, like, for me, that kind of stole the fucking show for me. Like, it was really passionate, but in that dark way, you know, like in the old movie when Superman is like, is that how you get your fucking jollies off, by, you know, planning the death of innocent people? And then Gene Hackman is like, no, causing the death of innocent people. I never thought that you know, Nicholas Hoult would have held a candle to Gene Hackman's portrayal of, you know, like, Lex Luthor. But the way it goes, man, like he might be the best Lex Luthor of all time, and I'm including Michael Rosenbaum and all that stuff too, you know, as far as that goes. But overall, like when Nicholas Hoult was on the screen, though, I feel like he stole the show, and there's a lot of things to laugh at. There was a lot of things to get excited for, you know. I mean, it's a superhero, right? So you get excited, like, oh man, I wish I was that powerful and strong and all that shit. And then, you know, there's a lot of emotional stuff, like that's what I was surprised about when it came to Nicholas Hoult and David Cornsweet acting the most in this movie. I didn't expect for them to like just give it their all and really like just express that emotion. Like, I mean, that's their job, right? They're actors and they're supposed to express emotion like that, but the way they did it so professionally, so effortlessly, like, you know, it was a really beautiful film. So overall, I'm going to have to give James Gunn's Superman 2025 5 stars out of 5 stars. I know a lot of people are going to be like, ah, it's overrated movie, blah blah blah, or whatever, but I think it's like one of the best Superman movies ever made. One of the best Superman movies ever made. However, I do like the villain in the Henry Cavill, you know, Snyder universe a lot more than, well, not a lot. Actually, not a lot more. Actually, they're about the same. But the Snyder universe, when they had Michael Shannon being like, "Where's the Codex?" You know, all that shit. Like when he was doing that, I thought that was fucking fun. I thought that was fucking awesome. And that's like, I love that Michael Shannon versus Henry Cavill fucking fights and all that shit, and how that fight ended and all that shit in the Snyder movie. But like overall though, like James Gunn's Superman, like the battles and shit, I won't tell you who he fights and all that shit, but like it holds its own. It holds its own. Like I still love the like, my mother, you're gonna pick up my mother, and he like gets like really fucking mad. And like I'm talking about the old movie though, like not the old movie with Christopher Reeves, which was fucking awesome. But overall though, like yeah, this Superman though, James Gunn's Superman, totally stands alone, and yeah, set the bar, man. Set the bar for whatever next superhero movie is going to be released next. So go check out Superman, directed by James Gunn, starring David Cornsweet and what was her name again? Like Rachel Brosnahan or whatever, that really beautiful hot chick there. Go and check it out yourself. Go see it in theaters. It's the only way to see it. It's Superman. You're going to be flying all over the place. Buildings are going to be exploding and shit like that. It's Superman. So, yeah, man. Great movie. Take the kids out for it. Have a good time. And everybody have a good weekend. Happy Friday. Cheers. Love. Respect.